Welcome back to Station Cribs. Thank you for watching. Today we're in Indiana in White River Township, roughly about 20 minutes out of Indianapolis. They have an awesome station. Let's go take a look. As I walk into the building, I noticed it was built in 2007. However, this company was established in 1952. This is a new location for them, so what they did is in their foyer area, they decided to show some of their history by bringing in the pictures of their old houses and even some of their old equipment and things like that for historical purposes. But what's really important to them is their core values. These core values are so important to them that they put it right on the wall in the foyer. They put teamwork, respect, integrity, and professionalism. The pictures on the wall show those core values. On the other side, they have their employees. You got your A, B, and C platoon to show off who they are. At the end of the hallway here is all the line officers' office. You have your battalion chief and your lieutenants. The reason for that, it's right next to the front of the building, so when the public comes in, they know who to talk to. Over to my right is going to be the engine bay. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but let's take you into the day room and see what they got in there. As I'm entering into the day room, I noticed they have a bulletin board. This is a personalized bulletin board to bring home to here. So, the things that are putting on here that I noticed is newborn babies, some of the championships that their kids have, all that personal things that you want from home, you're bringing into work. As I enter the day room, do us a favor, hit that subscribe, hit that notification so we can keep bringing you more. This is a large day room, and the reason for that is because they have 10 full-time employees that work here on a regular basis. But, they have to have space enough for everybody, so they have all the recliners, they have the entertainment, and this is an awesome place to sit down, relax, and enjoy each other's company. In the back corner of the day room is a large industrial kitchen. You got to remember that they're feeding 11 guys breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. So they needed a large counter space, a big kitchen to do that. The one thing that I found out that was very cool about this department is they pay into membership dues. And the reason they do that, it's about $15 a month, is because that's where they get the replacement thing. So if I need to replace my mayonnaise or my spices or anything like that, it comes out of those and I don't have to worry about it. They also, if you need to want a new TV or something like that, it comes out of those membership dues and you don't really have to worry about it at all. So coming out of the kitchen, I want to pause for just a moment and tell you that this department has members that are jack of all trades. They have welders, they have artists, they have woodworkers, and some of the things that are in here are very cool. The mirror behind me was made by them. They have a clock that was made by them. Even the lights that are over the kitchen table are made by the members here. They have a chalkboard. Very cool things to bring into the house to make it more of their own. Take that ownership of their workspace. We're taking you out of the living space, but you got to remember, this is a multi-level building, so let's take you downstairs. One of the first rooms we come into is going to be their well-equipped weight room. The fire department here really wants to make sure that their providers are healthy and fit. They have a sports medicine program that is provided to them, so if they get hurt on the job or after the job, they have the ability to rehab here, but also stay fit between. Transitioning from physical fitness into mental fitness is important. Down here on the lower level, they have a training center, and it has all the technology they need to keep up on your con eds and those changes in firefighting skills. As I exit their training room, I notice they have a placard on the wall. This is throughout the building. It's that teamwork, respect, integrity, and professionalism. Everybody I spoke to meets those qualifications. Now they have a battle wall just outside here, and this is highlighting some of the things they struggled with, either broken tools or some of the airbags during training or calls. It's here for the next generation to learn from. As I finish up here on the lower level, there's one more area that we need to talk about, and that's their quartermaster's room. This is an area that they keep all their uniforms, their patches, and things like that. It's got a work area in there so they can do all their sewing and repairs right here in the house and they don't have to send it out. Making my way from the lower level to the top level where the bunks are, we're going to be taking the stairwell. And the reason for that is because they use this as training. It's made out of concrete and steel, so they can throw a hose down here and not worry about damage. So using an area like this in a firehouse to train with is an awesome way to work. Up here on the top level, they have 13 bunks. It's divided into engine, ladder, and medics, and each one has A, B, and C platoons. Down at the end of the hallway here, they have a couple more rooms. They have a laundry facility, they have the men's and ladies' locker room, and they have a little study or relaxation room. The reason they did that is because you're living with 10 or 11 guys at a time. So it's very important to have a place to get away and relax. Downstairs in the day room, we talked about some of the ingenuity of these fire guys, and this room is no different. If we take a look at this wainscoting that they created, it's old fire hose that's been retired. They took some plywood and boards, kind of burned them down to create that ambiance of a firehouse. Now let's take a look at their apparatus bay. The one thing that I noticed, no matter if you're coming from the dorms or from the day room, there's easy access to the apparatus bay. This is Station 51. Their old Station 51 was pretty hard to find, so they created a badge, just like Area 51, which is hard to find. On the apparatus floor, they have 4 vehicles plus 2 boats. This is their medic unit. It's a 2020 Dodge, and it's staffed with 2 paramedics. So this is their 2014 HME engine. This is their 2014 Ferrara tower, and they're each staffed with 4 crew members. They have a 2013 Dodge 1500 that's set up for their battalion chief. So they have a Zodiac with a small outboard engine. They have a John boat with a jet drive outboard. Just off the apparatus bay, they have a gear room. This was built before the new NFPA guidelines of having it isolated. They do have a ventilation system here, and this is an awesome way to keep your gear clean and isolated. So every firehouse nowadays has their own laundry. This is no different. However, they did take it one step further. They created a drying rack for their gloves and their hoods and stuff like that. The ingenuity of these guys and creativity that they use is phenomenal. Coming from the laundry room, I'm going to point out their watch room. But before we do that, let's take a look at this table. This is a table that was built by one of their members. And again, this is a firehouse that puts a table out in their apparatus bay. The reason for that is because during the summertime and these good days, they put up these doors and they're available to the community. Making my way past the table, here's their little watch room, and they're going to be heading to see their mechanics room. They have 2 mechanics rooms. The first one is a little one. This is mainly for house maintenance and taking care of any of their extrication tools. Just beyond that, they have a little clean room where they're going to store all of their cleaning stuff for their trucks, the house, those kind of things. But finally, we're going to make it into their mechanics room for their apparatus. This is where they're going to take care of filling the oils, greasing the fittings, all those kind of things that you need to do to make sure your stuff runs well. Some of you may have noticed while I was walking around, they have some more physical fitness equipment up here. The reason for that is because they don't want to keep bringing it from downstairs to upstairs on those good days. They like to go outside, be seen by the public, and this is a good way to do it. As I come out of the last door here, we're bringing you onto their patio area. Obviously, it's covered with snow, but they got a couple cool things here. They built a fire pit out of their old water heater. They have a community table. It's a nice place for them to hang out and grill. This is the end of this Station Cribs, but do us a favor. Hit that subscribe, hit that notification so we can keep bringing you more.